Alright. I think... Let's see, I haven't planned where to go. I've never played this level, Raised by Wolves. So, let's do that. And then we need to do this Caravan Guards. That gives a bunch of prosperity as a reward. I have no idea how you unlock, like, all of these levels. I know one of them is through, like, the library or something. But I don't have that. And then I've never played either of these levels. And I assume this is the one that I played that I'm not uploading because it was just boring. Because I just spent a really long time thinking and saying, like, oh, no, that's not going to work over and over again and getting frustrated. I assume when the calendar event comes, we'll unlock the next part. Because we were searching, it's got to be this time, we were searching for Camilla the playwright, and I think we found her body or something like that. Let's do Raised by Wolves. I've never played it before. Sounds fine. We also need to do Blizzard Island and finish off the Algok story. Actually, you know what? Let's do Blizzard Island, because I want to remove all of the Algok's events. Oh no, we already did remove all the Algok's events. I just want to have as few attacks as possible so I don't have to worry or mess with the Town Guard deck. But I loaded this one, so let's play this one. And I really like the level that this links into. It's a cool boss fight. Let's see. 7 damage, immobilized traps, but wind demons, so we need to get the scouts into the traps. I've played this level before, but not for a very long time. And it's a decently interesting one. It's a boat. That's what I was looking for. Oh, no. Well, so much for Town Guard deck. Let's just suffer the penalty for half of the targets. So let's see. Don't target any buildings. If you fail to defend at least once, all characters start the next scenario with wound and discarding 2 cards. Let's just do this. Everybody starts wounded and discarding 2 cards, and then we don't have to do an attack. Although our odds of getting like a 35 target 2 actually would not be that bad. But whatever. We'll just start wounded and discarding 2 cards. Is there any negative scenario effect? Double curse, but somebody, I think Kelp ignores scenario effects because you get to remove cards with it, but Crab does not, nor does Shackles. And discarding 2 cards on everybody kind of sucks. Oh, especially on Coral. Let's see, maybe we don't need Undertow. Or we can just skip the Cresting Force. Maybe we can kill everything without it. Here, we'll drop Skewer the Flesh. We probably don't need invisibility in this first room. Slipping to Death might be hard to trigger. Groom Trophies might not be that useful with the shield on Wind Demons. Maybe I don't want to be setting Wind for them, given that they are Wind Demons. And drop a heal card. Alright. Snare is complete when all enemies are dead. Can you hear it? Dan Peg asks. She's smiling, like always. The wind of the north is speaking to us. We are close. You nod to be polite. The wind sounds like the wind, though you keep that to yourself. It's been days since you embarked on the voyage to resettle the remainder of the snow speakers on an island that supposedly sits far to the north in the biting sea. In all honesty, you have no idea whether this fabled island, Freyad Tog, really exists. But having seen the state of the Snowspeaker camp, you're certain that helping the optimistic young Algok search for her ancestral home is a better option than leaving the Snowspeakers to their fate back on the mainland. Suddenly, a shout rings out from the crow's nest. Far out On the horizon, the fog parts, and a colossal mountain of ice and stone rises up from the water. The island is real. The young healer laughs and points excitedly, and her exuberant cry ripples through the outbox on the ship, echoing in a triumphant chant. Fred Tog, Fred Tog, Fred Tog. And yet, as you get closer, the fabled island does not project the sort of welcoming aura the Outbox woman had led you to expect. The island is wrapped in a forbidding vortex of snow and wind that looks strong enough to snap your ship's mast in two. The crew act quickly. They scramble for the lines and pull in the sails. It's too risky to take the entire ship any further, so you drop anchor and take a small landing party ashore. You arrive a half hour later, pulling your boat onto an ancient frozen beach, buffeted constantly by the wind. Low, crumbled walls mark the coast, and following them, you discover a series of stone steps that lead up the mountain. Ages have passed since anyone visited here. Still, despite the poor condition of the island, it would seem you are not alone. Only a few moments after you discover your trail, you are bombarded by more wind and a flurry of white and stone-gray demons descend from the torrent. Reveal one wind demon monster card ability each round is normal, even if no wind demons are on the map. Then, all characters in initiative order, at the beginning of the round I assume, are forced to move one hex in the direction that corresponds to the initiative on the card. So, 2 is up left, 9 is up right. So, if you need to memorize your wind demon initiatives, here they are. 43 is their latest, is like the most important thing to know. And that they can go lightning fast and heal. So top left, top right. Right is 21, but there are two 21s. 29 is bottom right. Never mind. 37 is bottom left, and then left is 43, and there are two 43s. So beginning of every round, you're forced to move in a direction, which is why the map is covered in hazardous terrain and traps. Which is kind of frustrating. I wish we had a character who could have permanent flying. That would be nice. I don't know if that exists in Frosthaven. Alright, Shackles. End no more than 3 turns in the Hexen when you started, except when long resting. Have 3 or fewer cards at the end. 2 losses in the same turn. 3 or fewer cards at the end is definitely doable. The not exhausted part is maybe the harder part of that. Never end adjacent to an ally. Kill the first enemy. Perform a long rest after having suffered damage. We'll go for the first enemy. Become exhausted. Open a door and kill an enemy. That's not very easy. Kill an enemy attacked by any of your allies earlier in the round. I guess I'll exhaust Crab. Kelp. So first kill on Coral. Do I have any way to use these traps? I don't believe I have. I didn't take the push card at level 3 on Kelp. And I don't think that Shackles doesn't have any forced movement. But I do have, Cleansing Swell. Also, I took out Rancid Brine when I played a level with Ruin Machines, the one I didn't upload, because they're immune to poison, but poison might be pretty good here. Is Crush Armor worth anything? Maybe not. It's just make them suffer 2 damage or give them 1 less shield. That's probably not that important. Do I want to drop Rising Flood? I kind of feel like I do. I do like that card. I really like this top ability, but like Wind Demons always have range. There's a lot of stuff on the map with the hazardous terrain already. It feels like it's going to be kind of hard to make that water and make it work. And also, we don't have the advantage in water yet. So we'll throw Rancid Brine back in. I think that'll be better early on. And so I could use this Cleansing Swell to push into a trap, but I can't let the scouts move forward. So I can either move forward so that if they move forward, so that if they melee, they stand still, or I'm kind of thinking I want to just run up. Nobody else can set light, though. If somebody could set light, I would get more on the push. But I could just run into the hazard and push into a trap. That might be worth it. Just 3 damage to get this 7 damage trap gone, because there's always a chance that I'm just gonna walk into it. I really wish it were possible to use the ooze here. Like, you know, place the ooze so that it's impossible for you to be forced into the ice spikes, but you would only be doing that if you're like right next to it. I don't know. Still, it still feels really hard to make the ooze work. The forest imp is just so much easier and freer, but maybe I'm just bad. Challenges. Oh, no potions. I'm never going to get that challenge ever. It's not only no potions, it's no bag items, which is just bonkers. This one is always so wordy, and I always misunderstand it. Whenever any character performs an attack while not adjacent to an ally, add -1 to the attack. Maybe type formation is okay. Do I want to play these together? Whenever any character ends their turn more than 2 hexes away from any other character, if any character ends more than 3 hexes away from any other character, the character ending their turn gains muddle. We can do these together, because these are, I mean, based off the names, United Advanced Type Formation, these are all about staying grouped up. Also, like, does Shackles doesn't care. This is what I'm trying to say. Shackles doesn't care if he's reducing his damage, and he also doesn't mind if he gets muddled. And this is a really small map, so staying 3 hexes away seems pretty easy. So we'll start. I don't have to go very fast to outspeed all scout move cards. 29, I think, is the fastest that they could move an attack. But I guess I need to move 3, so I'll just go endless cycle. Move 3, and then push with cleansing swell into the immobilized trap. So as long as they're not doing a ranged attack, which they do have several ranged attacks, but I won't get hit. Start with a wound. That's not bad. I mean, that kind of want to just do line of transference. Move up, switch the wound to something else. I really don't hate that idea. I could also setting some fire to try to get ready for a burned at both ends doesn't seem too bad to me. Let's do line of transference. Let's go late. I probably am going to want to save Pleasure and Pain to use as a heal card. I'm thinking I'm not going to do Delayed Malady in this first room because there's not that much going on. I'll hope the Wind Demon sets some wind for me, so I'll go late, move forward, and attack with line of transference. Preferably onto a Wind Demon if I can, but if not, it's not the end of the world. I can also use the Volatile Boots to get, and Crude Bow to increase my odds of hitting one of them. How would, okay, I guess if you do Circlet of Eyes to add a target, only one of them gets the wound on line of transference. Mantle of Dread, right? Like, why would I do anything differently? Mantle of the Dread and probably Tumultuous Panic to get a little bit closer. Yeah, that all works. Oh, I did forget about this, though. But 21 is to the right. So Crab moves to the right, Shackles moves to the right, and Kelp moves to the right. So I get to start with 3, right? Yeah, it's got to be 3. Because you don't get to 4 until level 7. Alright, and then it's Crab. So Suffer from the Wound. I could Forest Imp right now. 1, 2, 3. Maybe this was dumb. Move 3. Attack for 0, because I'm not adjacent to any of my allies from the challenge, into the elite. So I deal 0. What card did they get? Move and melee, nice. So this guy suffers 7. And gets immobilized. Oh, but they're going to pull me into him, aren't they? Yeah. I think they always pull me into this guy. That's frustrating, because he poisons with every hit, too. What if I use my duelist shoes now? And I go over here. And then now I can't be pulled. I can't be pulled into the hazard or pulled into this guy for him to hit me. So I think I like that. And then they will go. So 1, 2, attack and pull, and 1, 2, attack and pull. So attack for 5 is actually so much higher than I thought it would be. It does 4, it does 2, it does 1. And then attack for 3, it does 2. And then this guy also poisons with all of his hits. So attack for 3, it does 1 and poisons. And my armor is now gone. And the hazard definitely hurt, but... Oh! I also get 5 more health here. That actually is a huge difference. Huge difference. Alright, suffer from the wound. Okay, I did not end my turn more than 3 hexes away. So, I do not get muddled over there yet. I feel like I want to get the wound on the Elite Wind Demon. Or does the normal make more sense? Because I can move forward and attack for 4. If I move right here, then I'm in a tight formation. And I don't get the -1. Oh, I could target this scout. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So, range 3 on line of transference. Eat the wind to make it attack for 4. And then use the crude bow to make it range 4. 5, beautiful. And then I can take a condition that I have and give it to him. And so that guy dies at the beginning of his next turn. And I get a trophy out of it. Excellent. Good work. Here I will set Mantle of Dread. And then move 2. And suffer from my wound. Okay, we really need to get some healing going. Okay. End turn. Right? Yeah, everybody ended within range 3. So no muddles from United Advance. And I'm not in a tight formation on Kelp. So, what can I do here? If I could get here, I could, slipping into death this guy to Bane the normal. There's definitely a chance that I get pushed to the left, which would suck. 21 is a shuffle, right? Yeah, the Wind Demon's shuffled, so... That was to the right, 21 was. So, 1 in 4 chance I get pushed to the left. 1 in 4 chance I get pushed to the right. But if I get any of the diagonal directions, then none of my characters suffer. What does the play need to be? I discarded Undertow, didn't I? From the road event, I did. That heal 1, shield 1 would be pretty nice right now. I don't have any heals, do I? Just Cleansing Swell. Oh, no. And I played Cleansing Swell for the push. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to commit the health potion in this first room. Dang, this sucks. I feel like I have to go Sharp Chitin. So we'll do that, and then maybe I move up with Blood in the Water, and I do a Submerge attack onto a Wind Demon. I don't know. I want Shackles to tank here, but that should be doable. Pleasure and Pain bottom isn't too bad, because I can just poison... You can target somebody with an ability even if they already have it, so I don't lose anything by poisoning my own Crab, although Crab might want to get the heal 3 from Pleasure and Pain top. If I suffer a little bit of damage, I can do Down to the Dirt to get a nice attack 5. Infection Purge with a lot of negative conditions would be good into these guys. I would love to set Fire. And then I could just burn at both ends and kill this scout. But that's kind of a 2-turn plan, which feels a little bit bad. Kelp probably wants to just go straight towards this Wind Demon and try to kill it. Could I throw any negative condition onto him from Shackles? I don't think so, not right now. It would need to be poison or... Yeah, it would need to be poison. Which there's not any way for me to do that since I played Line of Transference. Then let's go for... I'm going to do Infection Purge to get the... fire out so that I can burn at both ends next turn. Then the question just becomes, do I give myself a whole bunch of negative conditions for it? Because I could do that. I kind of like that idea, I think. We'll see how it's looking when the time comes. Let's do Infection Purge. I think just with Delayed Malady, because I'm not going to play a Delayed Malady loss in this first room, I don't think. Here, I love the idea of Teleport 3, but maybe that doesn't work as well as going late would. Just going late and teleporting over and pinning Spinesing. That's maybe better. Fast Wind Demons, 9 was one of the upper directions. Upright. So upright, upright, upright. I get a little bit closer. And then they go at 9. Range 2, there's no wind because I ate the wind, so they don't get the invisible. They haven't suffered any damage, and there's no one in range 2 of them, so... Very nice. They basically just skipped their turn. That is amazing. What are scouts doing? Moving, melee, and hitting hard. So if I can just prevent this guy from doing anything, or just let him hit Shackles. Okay. I guess with that in mind, it is Crab first, so we'll set our stuff. And then United Advance type formation. We're definitely in a tightly United Advancing formation. Do I want to use a pet to move out of the way? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and do Infection Purge. I suffer 1. And then suffer 1, suffer 1. I think is how I'm going to do it. I really cannot afford to let my crab get hit. So I'm just going to double pet, I think. Because crab's really low. So everybody does a heal 3. And then everybody does a move 2. Just like that. I guess... Wait. How exactly does Mantle of Dread work? After one of your moves or teleport abilities each turn. Okay, it's not my turn. So, if I move... if I move with the pet, can I wound this guy? It doesn't matter, because I'm going to burn at both ends him next turn and kill him. So, it doesn't matter. But maybe I could wound him while it's not my turn, and then it would be my turn, and I could come over here and still do a wound. But I don't think it really matters. This guy's just going to attack for 5. This guy dies to the wound, which gives me a trophy. He does 6. Which is actually just, like, so much damage. I need to clear my throat. So, Kelp. I guess I'm going... 7. So teleport 3, set dark, gain a trophy if invisible. So it's just teleport 3. I guess it makes the most sense to go here, because then left and right I don't get pushed at all. Whereas if I go here, left I get pushed this way, and left and right are the most frequent, right? So I only get pushed this way if it's down left, so I think this spot makes the most sense. I don't know if it really matters what condition I give out. So let's just put a wound here on the move. Then I will attack for 1, disarm, attack for 1, immobilize. I'm not in a tight formation, so this is an attack for -3. Or attack for -2. Did I click on bless? No, okay. Oh, I gained a trophy. Bet. I deal no damage, but this guy gets these negative conditions, and I gained a trophy. Fantastic. Or I gained max trophies. Very, very nice, very nice. New round. So lacerating stab, succumb to fear. That's just, like, guaranteed what I'm doing. Bane this guy. Go here, wound, muddle this guy. No qualms with that. No problems. Crab would love to set up some sort of healing, if it had any access to that. That's kind of painful. I guess I just want to go late, move forward, and hit this Wind Demon. I can do Mighty Claws for the Pierce. Yeah, so I can go Blood in the Water, move forward, make water, Mighty Claws to attack with Pierce, and then next turn attack with Submerge to get even more Pierce. Here, I just need to go, I just need to burn at both ends, make this guy suffer 6, eating the fire. 29, I guess, outspeeds all of his cards. It's really disappointing, though, because my heal 5 goes into a poison. Yeah, I can't really do much else, I don't think. 37 is what? Of course. It's bottom left. Well, that's frustrating. Oh no, now Crab's not gonna reach either. That is so frustrating. Alright. Well, Kelp is first. Teleport here. Wound, muddle this guy on the lacerating stabs. And then pay a trophy to succumb to fear this guy. And I'm done. What are they doing? That's the melee card. No problem. I could have used the stunning bracelet to stun the normal and Ember energy source to bane both of them, but I don't need to use all those resources here. I'm in range 3, so I don't get muddled from ending my turn. Shackles, super disappointing, but I guess we'll start with burn at both ends. Eat the fire. So I suffer 4, but that kills this guy. And then I can move, or I can remove the poison. And I guess removing the poison makes the most sense. Actually, let's not get the experience or the wind or the muddle. Because I don't want them to... They would get +1 damage with wind with this card. So I will just do the heal, not the muddle self part. This guy just suffers 11. This guy attacks for 3. At disadvantage, it does 3. Crab goes 1, 2, 3. I guess I can still make water on him, right? Create a 2-hex tile such that at least one is adjacent to you and both are featureless. These are featureless even though they're occupied. So this way I can still hit him with Submerge next turn. Even though I don't get the Mighty Claws this turn with the Dark that was there. Man, yeah, if I could have gotten to this Hex and Mighty Claws both of them, that would have been amazing. Scout is dead. Bottom left was not a shuffle, so we don't have to worry about that. Left or right is fine for all of my characters, so that's good. Everybody's in a good spot. I guess I just move forward and heal none and heal Crab. Let's see here. I've got slipping into death, so if I just throw everything I possibly can into this guy. Let's see, I am adjacent to an ally, so it's attack for 1. Both my items makes it attack for 4 with advantage. I kill with a 0, and then I can bane the normal. So I can do that at 12 speed. Hopefully they don't underspeed that. And then And then I guess I don't need to do anything here, do I? I maybe shouldn't have set that water up. Yeah. I don't know. I'll just play 2 cards and figure it out. Is that everybody? That's everybody. Nice. Kelp is first. 29 is not left or right. It is bottom right. Really? So Kelp, then Crab. Dude, everybody's been moved into hazards at least once. I definitely should have ended somewhere different because I didn't need to go there. But now we get Kelp. Slipping into death, attack for 1, make it attack for 3, make it attack for, or 3, 4, make it strengthened. If only I had the dark, but... Oh, I'm still adjacent to an ally. So with that +1, it'll kill. I did do a strengthen, though, so nice. Kill this guy. This guy gets baned. Beautiful, Beautimas. Move to Muddle. I have 6 health, so I guess I'm okay with tanking. It's a reduced damage card, but... Ooh. Yeah, I definitely need the Muddle, because he's hitting Crab. I can health potion now, though. So Kelp is done. Got a corpse cap. That's nice. I will health potion. Now that it is this guy's turn. Skitter, Chaotic Refraction. The shield doesn't help because it's a ranged attack. Do I want to just move 1? Well, I want to... Ugh. I want to make sure that I'm not moved into stuff for this next turn. So I guess maybe that means just, like, moving 2 up here. And then I don't really get anything out of playing either of these cards this next turn. So I guess I'm just moving here with Crab. Because getting the loot is too risky. Then the Wind Demon goes, so attack into Kelp. It does no damage because of the Muddle. And then attack into Crab. It does no damage because of the shield and the -1 and the -1 on the attack. So beautiful. He does no damage. He dies to Bane. We get our trophy back. I was already supposed to have that trophy back. So we definitely didn't need Grim Trophies. I was right about that. Here we go 1, 2, 3. Is that accurate? Move 3, heal 0, or I could move 3. There's an ability line separating them, so I could... Well, no, never mind. I could give myself all these conditions and then heal, but I wouldn't get the heal because I would be poisoned. So I take that back. Can't move any more forward because of the water, but at least we just got down right? So down right is impossible. Down right is impossible because it's not a shuffle and there's only 1 of them. So that's good. We know that we're not screwed over by that. Oh, I could move 1 more with my boots. Which I think is definitely worth it. So next time I move, I can suffer 1 to get my boots back. Because we know I can't go down left either, right? Down left was... It's not 9. 37? I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. And then I get pleasure and pain. Which is, interesting sentence to say, but... It's accurate. Okay, we got through the room with the 2 discarded cards and the starting wounded on everybody. I'm not in love with how it happened. So where are the safe hexes for me to be? This is a safe hex where nothing... This is a good spot for Kelp to be, because I can teleport 3 to get, like, anywhere in this next room. So I want to be working towards over there. Coral's in a safe place. Shackles is in a safe place if the Wind Demons don't get a what's it called? Oh, was I in a tight formation when I did my attack with slipping into death? I don't think I was, but I got a +1 anyway. So that worked out. Yeah. So we're long resting, and like, am I even playing these cards? I mean, I might as well. Submerge, I can go 0, 1, 2. I guess. Part of me wants to just kind of long rest here. Because what benefit am I getting? Does Kelp need a setup turn? Well, Kelp can get into this position. Yeah, I'll take a turn. I can take a setup turn on both characters because I can heal up with Shackles and I can get Kelp into position over here. So 0, 1, 2 with Submerge. Oh, we need a Wind Demon card. Yes, not a shuffle. 43, that's left. That's left. So left, left, and then 1, 2, 3. And it's not a shuffle, so we still know we can't go down left, which is beautiful. And then Kelp actually gets a loot because it got pushed to the left, which is kind of funny and interesting. And I didn't I didn't get the benefit from going on that water like I thought I would on Shackles, but that's okay. Get the heal 2s. I don't have the loot and adjacent perk hex, but that's okay. Card to lose. Slipping into death is really good now that I have the slippery sword. These are not supposed to be in the lost pile. They were supposed to be in the discard. That would be a crazy road event. Lose 2 cards. Maybe I don't need Grim Trophies. Because the only monsters we have here are Frost Demons, which, like, ow. You don't want to play the bottom of Grim Trophies and suffer Infinite Retaliate. Scouts, which Grim Trophies bottom is really good against if I can set them up for a slipping into death or something. And or Wind Demons, which have shield 2. So Grim Trophies bottom is really bad. Is there any other card that I need less? I don't think so. I think the play is to drop Grim Trophies. So, like, wow, it's a really good card, and I really do like it. But I'm full on trophies for now, so I don't need the loot part of it. And the other thing it gives isn't that useful. I need Pleasure and Pain. I like Down to the Dirt. Obviously, Unending Torment. Delayed Malady. Infection Purge. Those are all no-brainers. Drop the Unstable Effigy. I might need this move 4 just for needing a move 4. Or Transfer Injury. Alright. Everybody's in range 3 for United Advance. We can now rest the Crab, who has healed up some. We can move forward. Am I just doing move forward down to the dirt? I'm not low, but I don't have negative conditions. I probably am doing Delayed Malady in this next room. But I need a move forward to, like, just get up here. Hopefully I get pushed to the right. If I get pushed to the right, then I just need a little bit. But there's still one more push to the left card. And there's the push up left card. Up left does nothing to any of my characters. But there's one more push left, 2 push rights. I'm going to assume I'm going to get pushed to the right. I want to go faster than Crab. And I want to play Pleasure and Pain. And I'm going to play it with, I think, Burned at both ends. And then I'm thinking I'll open the door, run in with, like, Line of Transference, and, or maybe Unstable Effigy. No, Line of Transference, because I don't want to set Wind. Because I'm pretty sure there are Wind Demons in here. Move 4, give myself all my negative conditions, and then Infection Purge immediately. And then the following turn, I can set Delayed Malady with, like, Burned at both ends, or, ooh, Down to the Dirt. At that point, I'll probably be low. Although I don't have Shared Affliction on, but I like that. So, what was I saying I was playing this with? Burned at both ends? I think, because I don't want to suffer that kind of damage. And I want to go faster than Crab. Although Crab, I think, is just going... Kelp is just going late and teleporting here, because this corner is a very good spot, and setting Dark. And then a card that we don't need. Wind Demon card is... Move to the right. That had to be assumed. Oh... Well, this spot's also okay. It's just that that's a shuffle, so now I could be moved into this. But it's not that bad. Shackles. I have move 3, disarm self, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Wait, is this an immobilized trap? Yeah, it is. I wonder why it doesn't say immobilized anymore. It said immobilized earlier. And now the immobilized thing is gone from it. I think I'm just going to go here. But the problem is if I go here and I get pushed to the left, then I'm on the other side of the water. So I'll go here, and I'll just have to hope for Kelp that I don't get bottom left next turn. 1 and 8. And then heal 3 on both. I can disarm myself, why not? Oh, I guess I have to because it's required, and I was here, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have to. Not that I mind. Go here on Kelp. It means that my teleport options are way more limited. I can go here, here, or here with a teleport 3 this next turn, but that's probably what I'm doing with, like, Skewer the Flesh, I think. And I just have to not get pushed down left. Or down right would also be bad. Yeah, that would also be really bad. Let's just hope that doesn't happen, I think. I think I played Overwhelming Wave and then I never played 3 cards at once. Looking for something I don't want. And that something... Wow, it's hard to find something I don't want. Maybe it's Rancid Brine. Maybe it's, Every one of these cards looks way too good. I mean, could it be Blood in the Water? The top loss seems really good with all the traps in the level. I don't know. I simply do not know. Let's drop Undertow, I guess. But that heal 1 is really useful when there are poisoning enemies. Alright, Shackles is going to run forward an Infection Purge. Probably first. Do I want to just sit back for a second? I think I'll sit back and I'll set Overwhelming Wave, and then next turn I'll go in big. And then I'm going to go late and hopefully Pinning Spines a Wind Demon or something. Please show me 21. Hey, called it. Alright, everybody gets pushed to the right, and it does nothing. And, well, no, they haven't gone because there are probably Wind Demons in here. And so we know the Wind Demons in here are attacking with Pull. Yeah, 2 in the back and then 3 Frost Demons. Through your numerous furs, the wind still continues to bite at your skin, but still you move forward, wondering what force has made this place so inhospitable. There's one more part to the legend that I hoped wasn't true. Dampeg turns to you with a look of guilt. A giant evil beast, the Render, drove our ancestors from this land in ages past. We may need to take it back by force. Well, that answers that. Got a chest here. Some demons. Doesn't seem like that bad of a room. The biggest enemy is going to be getting pushed at the start of the round into hazards. Let's see, and I'm going to get pulled in by Wind Demons. So I moved 1 of 4. Which is kind of gross. I could go here and Infection Purge these 2. Then Wind Demon comes here, pulls me here. Wind Demon comes here, pulls me here. Then Kelp wouldn't be able to teleport in, so I don't like that idea. What if I go... So I'm going to get pulled through the hazard basically no matter where I go. What if I go up here? Then I could have this Wind Demon go here, pull me here. This Wind Demon go here, pull me here. And then Kelp can teleport here and get after the elite, and the elite will be adjacent to the normal. And that seems really good. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Suffer 3. Can I afford to suffer 1 more to flip my boots back over? Maybe we'll save that. We'll not do this yet. Come over here. And now I want to give myself all these negative conditions, but then I take extra damage from the poison. Because I don't have delayed malady yet. I do have a health potion. Let's health potion. And then now I'm going to give myself all my negative conditions. And then now infection purge makes me suffer 5. Maybe that's a huge mistake. Maybe that's just a huge throw. Another thing that I didn't account for is this Frost Demon moving forward. He's going to move forward and block Kelp. He's going to move forward right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang. If I could have gone here. I don't know. Maybe we can make it work. So that finishes Shackles. I'm very afraid for Shackles. Wind Demon is going to come 1... I can have him come here. That solves the issue. And so Wind Demon comes forward. He attacks for... What was I thinking? This was so stupid. He attacks for 6. I take 7, so I will lose Unstable Effigy. And I get pulled for 1. And then this Wind Demon is going to come 1, 2, 3 and attack me. And he attacks for 4, and he does 4. And he pulls me. And then this Ice Demon, this Ice Demon, and this Ice Demon. I get attacked for 5, 5, and 5. No, 4, 4, and 4. I also ended away from all my allies, so I get Muddle at the end of my turn. Which, like, first good thing that's happened. What was I thinking? Attack for 4. It does 6. I'll lose Agony of Others. I crit. I'll lose down to the dirt. I'm so bad at playing Shackles. I'm so bad at playing Shackles. Why did I think that this was a good plan? Kelp is going to teleport in here. Wound this guy. Idiot. I think I'm also attacking for 1, right? Teleport with Skewer the Flesh. I don't need to go invisible. We'll attack with Pinning Spines. So, no damage, but I get my negative conditions here. Alright. Did I do Coral's turn? Coral ended his turn within range of Kelp before Kelp went over, and then Kelp ends his turn over here, so we don't suffer any extra muddles. Alright, I mean, I have no choices here. Let's just... I guess I could short rest. Oh, but I could just get... I mean, Infection Purge would be okay, but we'll just do Unending Torment, Delayed Malady. Ignore negative conditions and heal up. Hopefully faster than Frost Demons. I should have said Agony of Others before going in. Let's see. What am I doing here? I could Bane here and teleport over here and, like, Wound and Muddle or something. I'm kind of setting this guy up for a slipping into death into, like, the Wind Demon. Which sounds really good. I just don't know if there's anywhere good for me to go with Lacerating Stabs this turn. I guess... I'm fine to go Succumb to Fear, Tumultuous Panic here, I think. This way, next turn I can go fast. Even if the Wind Demons go faster than me, if they get their 2 or their 9, this guy just loses these 2 conditions. I can still teleport onto him to give him a muddle, and then use my Stunning Bracelet to stun him to get his 3rd condition, and then I can Ember Energy Source. So I think it's fine. Let's get this crab in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can play 3 cards, so maybe I'm just playing two moves. Move 3, shield 1, and shield, and then just also a move 2. That's fine with me. We got 37. That's down left. Down left. That doesn't affect here, and then these characters can't go down left. So that's a very good direction. And first it is Coral. So 1, 2, 3 with Endless Cycle, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, and then set up one more shield. I also have the 2 Retaliate. Frost Demons, this is the move and shield card. There is no fire, so this was best case scenario. They just get shield 2, but I'm not attacking any Frost Demons for the turn, so I don't get muddled here. I'm not in a tight formation, so I would deal reduced damage if I attacked, but I got really lucky with these cards. So let's see. Kelp. Start off with a Bane. And then... well, this is awkward. Oh, I can move into my ally and then move here with just a standard move 2. And then I have finished a move ability, and so I can wound an enemy. Or muddle him might be better. I'll wound him, because if I can just go fast on Crab to force him to attack Crab, that's pretty good. And that finishes Kelp. I don't need to use my stunning bracelet or anything. Shackles suffers from his wound. Then he's going to set Delayed Malady to ignore his negative conditions. Just put it there for the end of the turn. Then I'll heal 5 self and set this. And done. Wind Demons. This guy just suffers 11. And then now this guy is this is the triangle. This is the melee triangle card. There is wind though, so he gets a big cleave AoE. So if he's standing right here, he can hit Shackles and Kelp both. And he hits all of his buddies. He hits everything in this circle. And there is the wind. So he is attacking for 4 and attacking for 4. And I'm done. So Kelp or Shackles ends the turn, basically right back where he started. Let's short rest here. I mean, Infection Purge is pretty good here. Yeah. We'll just heal and do Infection Purge, and we're faster than the Frost Demon attacks, at least. Let's see. Kelp. Yeah. Kelp is just going fast and slipping into death this guy. Now I do need a +1 to get the kill. Unless I can go really fast here and set Dark. But I can't go faster than Kelp unless Kelp uses boots to go slower. So that's not necessarily going to be the plan, I don't think. I'm totally cool with... I mean, I guess I'll just go fast-ish. And Cleansing Swell. I want to go faster than Shackles so that these 2 Frost Demons would target Crab. And we can set Rancid Brine. Yeah, that works. This all works. I'm just hoping that it's not 2 out of Wind Demons. Oh, and not push left out of Wind Demons. 29 is bottom right. So nobody gets pushed. Beautiful. And I do underspeed them. And we got another we got a do nothing. I guess immobilizing. Immobilizing really doesn't do anything to anybody on my team. So that's fantastic. That is fantastic. So Kelp. Let's go for the slipping into death. I am adjacent to an ally, so I don't lose the 1 damage. Part of me wants to Ember Energy Source for the +1 damage, but I'm not going to. I also totally forgot I had this Ghost Cloak now. But I don't get advantage on my attacks yet. So, advantage +1, +3. There's no Dark. So, it's attack for 4. +1. Show me a +1. There we go. There we go. Attack for 4, +1. We deal 5. That gets all the way through this guy. I get the trophy back that I didn't unspend last turn. And then I get to Bane and normal adjacent. Now, let's teleport here. And wound this guy, because he'll die pretty quickly. And muddle... Yeah, I can wound both of these guys. Teleport with lacerating stab, wound one, and then wound the other. Done. Kelp is so freaking cool, man. Alright, these guys immobilize all of us. Suffer wound, suffer 11. No, still wounded. And done. No ice, so they don't heal. I got a bit lucky there, I have to say. I feel like I've gotten pretty lucky in this level so far. Let's set Cleansing Swell. Let's set Rancid Brine. And then attack both these suckers for 2. Attack them both for 1 because of the challenge. So top and bottom. Okay. I deal 1 damage. And 0. They both get poisoned. And I suffer 6 retaliate. Not worth. I'm no longer immobilized. And what am I doing here? Heal 5 muddle, not muddle self, just heal 5. I don't need the XP that bad. And then infection purge, so I suffer 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ow. But I can get that. And now this guy dies to wound. This guy's pretty low. Yeah, that works. Delayed malady will move 1 more tick. And I'm done. Wind Demon. Just 2 disadvantaged attacks. Kelp is his primary focus because it was fast. And then I can pick Coral as its second focus. Because you can pick the second target. So, disadvantage into Kelp. Attack for 2. It does 1. And then into Crab, attack for 2. It does none, because I have 1 shield on ranged attacks. And not bad. I'm cool with long resting here. That should not be an issue. I can burn at both ends to... Well, I don't know what I can do. I'll line of transference, maybe. Maybe disarm a guy with burn at both ends bottom. Here, I might as well just play 3 cards. I've got a lot of tides, so Cresting Force will do a lot of damage, and this guy's dead to wound. Yeah, I've got just a lot of stuff going on that's quite good here. Not Shackles long rest, Kelp long rest. Wind Demon 9, that is upright, so nobody can move upright. Beautiful. This guy suffers from his wound. He will heal himself for 1. There's no wind, so he just attacks the fastest person, which is Shackles. So disadvantage attack for 2. It does 1. And he's done. He doesn't go invisible. Getting a call. I think I'm going to answer it. All right. Where was I? Shackles' turn? That sounds right to me. This guy removed his wound. And unfortunately, he didn't set wind for me. With him going nice and fast, he could have set the wind for me. I would have appreciated that. Kind of makes me think I want to just burn at both ends, which would kill me. I mean, I have the Circlet of Eyes to do a 2-target ranged attack, and maybe that's just fine. The problem is I don't want to like back up here or back up here, because then I'm just going to get moved into a hazard the next turn. And like my 2 targets I would one hit would be these. I guess I could melee this Frost Demon. Oh, I have fire. Here's what I'll do. I have fire, so with burned at both ends, I'll suffer 1 to make the Wind Demon suffer 3. And then he's gone, and I don't have to worry about him anymore. And then now I've just got to move, and I'm basically dead, so I think I'm not getting the battle goal, so I'll just pick this up. And we'll just have to call that okay. Coral. Let's see. I guess I just want to hit this guy as hard as I can, right? So let's activate Skitter so that I have 6 tides now, and then Cresting Force. Is this my first experience of the scenario? I actually think it genuinely might be. That's kind of crazy. So this is attack for 6, 7 because he's poisoned. So, but -1 because of the challenge. So attack for 6, +1, and it kills. No worries. I was never worried. I guess I'll just move here and pick this up. Because yeah, I've done this. I did this card, so I just have either move or attack, but no point in attacking this guy. And then this guy's going to get a turn, but then he's just going to... Oh, if I'd used the lightning rod, I could go here. Oh, wait, no, I can still go here, because this is a multi-target card. And so I'll just have him hit Coral first, and then he'll die to the Retaliate. Done. So he suffers, he attacks for 4. This is the first time I've gotten attacked, so I'll just tank everything. Oh, I even could have used boots. I could have used boots, and then I could have done a melee attack on him myself. But he did no damage, and he dies to Retaliate anyway, so no, there was no downside. And then this guy dies to wound, and I get a trophy, and we demolished this room. What's really sad is that this is a great spot for a loot one on Coral. But I'm going to long rest, so there are going to be 2 chances for me to be moved away from it. Anyway. My characters have kind of destroyed this scenario, I think. The Drop Skull Collection, kind of a useless card. Yeah, I can definitely go for this trap, or chest. The trap is scary, but upright is not a very frequent card. That's the 29, right? And 29 has already been played. Confirmed it. Upright is 29. No, that's bottom right. Upright is 9, which hasn't been played. But I guess I could get there in 2 turns, theoretically. Teleporting to this spot looks really stupid. Seems like a very good chance that I just get screwed over. You know what card actually would have been decent? Would have been Skull Collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like 1, 2. But I could still do Tumultuous Panic with like a Teleport 3. And I could go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 or something. Yeah, that'll work. Here, I guess I'll just long rest. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And definitely long rest. Crab. So, what is the Wind Demon card? Oh, we did C9 already. That's moved to the right. So, okay, Shackles is dead. Coral gets a loot. Shackles has to lose 2 cards on the long rest and then is now exhausted after this turn. So, whoops. And then Kelp goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's go here. And then I'll just play another Teleport 3 and get that chest. I don't need to set Dark yet, so I'll just do this, I think. Here I get my Cleansing Swell, right? Yeah, so heal 6. I forgot to think about challenges. I did not set enough tides in the first rest cycle for that challenge. But I have plenty of time to set up and go into the final room. Rancid Brine is still pretty good, but I've got my items to use on Kelp, so Kelp's not going to need any help in setting up Banes in this final room. It's a tiny thing. Tumultuous Panic is just going to demolish it. So maybe I don't need Rancid Brine. I mean, I'll just tank and just Retaliate 2 on Coral for the rest of the level. And I don't care that much about getting pushed into stuff, so we'll just set up. We get 29 was bottom right. Beautiful. Not as beautiful here, but that's fine. Kelp will teleport on the chest. Random side scenario. I think last time I pulled one of these, it was messed up, but okay, there's the spring one. This level, 104. Is that all of the side scenarios unlocked? I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one was just also supposed to have been removed. Guardian's Temple. I played that, didn't I? I know they got messed up on... Yeah, I've played that. I know the random side scenarios got messed up on one of the save loads. Okay, cool. Done with that. And then just set up here. Do I want more setup or do I want to just go? I kind of want to just go. Move 1, 2, 3. Let's just play double move 3 with Sharp Chitin. And then here, yeah, I've already played Tumultuous Panic, so Soul Hunger. I feel like I'm not getting anything out of these Kelp cards. Part of me wants to just long rest. I don't know, maybe that's dumb. Wind Demon card. 37 is bottom left. Yes, it is. So nothing and nothing. And so then I will activate my Sharp Chitin. And then I've got move 3. Oh, move 3, make water first maybe, and then maybe I can get the extra shield 1. 1, 2, 3. Probably not. I don't have any way of getting any extra move, do I? There are no enemies to Duelist Shoes next to. So I guess I'll just do the other move 3 first. 1, 2, 3. So that was the Endless Cycle one, and then now I still have Blood in the Water. Oh, because, yeah, Blood in the Water, I could choose to do the top instead. Okay, so we know it's the melee card here, which is really good for me. And then, yeah, okay, this is so easy. 31. Literally no text. Okay, I'm gonna do the Blood in the Water loss because the Wind Demon is a melee card, but it's not actually melee because they get this ranged bit at the end, so he could use the ranged bit to make him not take the retaliate. But if I just pull him in, he's not gonna back up to avoid retaliate because it's a melee hit. So Blood in the Water top. Or I guess I can also just go here with Blood in the Water top. Let's see. And then if I keep these guys next to each other, just a Bane on this guy gets him. But what is the scout doing? Melee? It's fine. I'll play the Blood in the Water loss. Just move up here and... I'm just trying to figure out if I want to pull these guys back at all. And I think I do. So I'll go here. Maybe here? Pull this Wind Demon here to guard me from getting pushed into the ice spikes. There we go. And then attack him for just 4 with no bonuses or anything. I actually deal no damage on the loss because I'm not in the tight formation. I'm going to get muddled for next turn now because of United Advance. Yeah, the -1 and -1. Alright, a little underwhelming maybe. This guy attacks for 3 into shield 2, so it'll deal 2, which block, and then he will take 2 retaliate. This guy is going to attack for 5 into shield 2, 4, -2, -1 more. I take 1 and a poison. He takes 2, and I lose 1 armor charge. Frost Demons, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and set ice. And then Kelp, still muddled because I'm away from my ally. But now I can just drop pinning spines, I think. And then Kelp, I think, could just solo the rest from here. Let's just go, I want to do Soul Hunger, Tumultuous Panic, but maybe Succumb to Fear works. If I do Tumultuous Panic, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, Immobilize, 1, 2, Disarm. And then, so I've got Immobilize and Disarm, then I can stun, and I can wound one of them, but that would only be 3 and 2 negative conditions. Because I don't get a multi-target Immobilize unless Coral has moved out of the way. Alright, I don't care. This is fine. Let's go fast and set Chaotic Refraction. And then now I can do Succumb to Fear, Tumultuous Panic, and it works. Wind Demon card is pushed to the right, so nothing happens. Coral loses that, but it is then going to reset some of it with Chaotic Refraction, and then just move 3. 1, 2, 3. Still have all of this stuff. Kelp is going to teleport 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of the card. We'll leave it here so it can be seen. But teleport 4, immobilize all adjacents, then teleport 2. Let's see. I'll wound here on the first teleport. Then I teleport 2, and I can disarm, and so I need to disarm this guy. And then I can use the stunning bracelet. I'm adjacent to 3 enemies, so I can give out 2 stuns. Then these 2 guys both have 3 negative conditions, so I will play Succumb to Fear, pay a token to Bane target 1, turn that target 1 into target 2, adjacent, normal, or elite enemies that have 3 negative conditions. So pay 1 trophy, baned, game over, basically. Wind Demon dies, trophy. This guy, yeah, he's next. He dies, trophy. And then this is melee target pierce. So attack for 4, attack for 3. Attack for 4, crits for 8. Do I want to just lose a card to 8, or how do I feel about that? I'll lose Slipping into Death to 8. I don't think I'm going to get any use out of it. And then attack for 3, misses. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do Lacerating Stabs, Soul Hunger. And then Short Rest, and then Lacerating Stabs top. Should end it. Oh, I could have gone Invisible. It's fine. I'll just go late, let them come out to me. Overwhelming Wave with, I guess I don't have a good top to play. Oh, Cleansing Swell, push into a trap. They're doing nothing. I'll just teleport here. Wound Muddle on the teleport with Lacerating Stabs. Man, I did not need to lose that card, because now if I lose this, I get the heal 5. But I'll play it for the XP. So just Bane adjacent target with 2 negative conditions. Set Dark, heal 5, double XP. Done. I could have gone for this guy, but I don't see much point. And then I will... Oh, I'll suffer 3 damage to go invisible before I do that. And then with the heal 5, I'll heal back to full. So I am now invisible on the crab. Which means that both these Frost Demons go here, and they get shield. And then this guy suffers This guy should be wounded as well. Teleported and I wounded and muddled. So he suffers 11. And then Coral. I think I'm still muddled for this turn because I didn't end last turn adjacent to an ally. But then this next turn, I won't be muddled. So I'll set Overwhelming Wave, and then Cleansing Swell, attack 0 on the left at disadvantage, and then attack 0 on the right at disadvantage. I deal no damage, but I do push both of these guys into hazards. Done. Might as well long rest here. Only get one more turn, so long rest. Oh, was my thing to be the... My thing was to exhaust first. Frickin' Shackles. Can't stay alive to save its life. I'll go late. I'll get surrounded, and I'll just set a tide, and then hit. Attack for less, so we get... Oh, Wind Demon card. I might have forgotten this last turn. I'm pretty sure I did, but oh well. That's down left? No, 43 is just straight left. So they would go like this. Not too bad. Attack for 4, 3 because of my shield. 4, it does 3. He takes 2 retaliate. And then attack for 3, 2 because of my shield. It does 3, it does 2. Okay, you know what? In the end, this actually ended up being a little bit closer than I felt like it was going to be. I'll set this and then attack for 3, but it's only attack for 2 because of... Actually, let's Frenzy Potion. Is attack for 3 into this guy. I still need a... Oh! There we go. I got the +2. That kills. I kind of don't even want to do Cresting Force, but I do get an XP out of it. I'll do it. It was attack for 3, -1 because I'm not next to an ally. So it does 2. Oh, and then +1, right? So it does 3. And then I take 3 retaliate. So I need to make sure that I don't screw this up, but I wouldn't do that, right? Kelp. Lacerating Stabs or Succumb to Fear. I don't have negative conditions, so Lacerating Stabs is the way to go. But I will just teleport here and then attack with Lacerating Stabs, and we're golden. I might as well go fast. I don't think it's possible for me to lose this from here. I just teleport here with Skewer the Flesh, muddle this guy, I guess. Then I will skip the first attack of Lacerating Stabs. I will skip the second attack. So this third attack is a different target from the previous 2 attacks. So it's an attack for 4. Then, so it's attack for 4. Now it's attack for 5, 7 at advantage. It only does 7, but that does kill. And then, oh, I should have short rested and... on Coral, I short rested, so that I could play my loot ability, because I knew I was killing the guy, and so I played, Chaotic Refraction after Coral, is what I did. That's what everybody saw me do, and then I can go move 1, loot 1. And we finished Blizzard Island. I like this level. I really do like it. It's very thematic with, like, the pushing and pulling and the traps. Wind Demons are also a pretty unique enemy with their initiative sets, that allow it to work. I don't know. I like this one. I think it's pretty cool. You also get to see Able Scouts, which is not something that you normally see. It did feel a bit easy, although maybe I'm saying that, but, like, I barely won. But also I only barely won because Shackles kind of just died. Okay, it did not save the stickers on here like I thought it would. Whatever. Oh, okay, so you're supposed to track it on these ones, I think. So on 19, I believe I started from the top. So we'll read 188 too. Ugh. I never get it. Okay, that was over here, so we just gain 5 gold? 4 gold? 5 gold. And then, did anybody else get the special coin? No, I did not get the other one. It's probably not going to save the stickers when I load. I don't know. Scenario 1. I did get battle. Oh, did I get opener? No, the first enemy to die died to wound, didn't he? I went all super aggressive on turn 1, but that didn't kill the guy. It just pushed him into a trap. Didn't think about that. I didn't get weakling because Shackles exhausted, and then I didn't end alive. What a failure of a scenario. I did get 2 challenges. And those I think I remembered at least a majority of the time. So those 2 challenges also go very well together. We get a new one. Let's just go bottom up. 1041. Not sure if I played this or not. Sinking ship? No, I don't think so. You're walking by the docks when you spot a seafaring Captain Doghogger trying to round up a crew. He approaches you with urgency. I just got word. There's an abandoned ship full of supplies in the bay. No crew. Going to be at the bottom of the sea soon. Captain Doghogger takes a sip from a metal canteen and swishes the liquid around in his mouth before swallowing. He's seen some hard times in his past, much like anyone who's made their way to Frosthaven, and he isn't one to turn down the opportunity for some easy loot. Fishing crew told me they spotted it out there. Sounds like it's barely above the waterline, just waiting for someone to help lighten its load. Easy job, in and out. And we salvage whatever we can. Probably not a thing to fear. Just need a team with strong backs to grab as much treasure as we can carry, eh? What do you say? We head over and take a look. Sinking ship 92. That sounds like a good scenario. I want to go play that next. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, not today. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight. And then this is the Ruins of Solstice. I played this one pretty recently in my other playthrough. So we found a rainbow key and it unlocks a door. And that is all of the random scenarios. Oh, I already unlocked it. Okay, cool. Delete map. And monster setup was how you did the hounds. Okay, cool. Somebody had told me it was in game setup, and I hadn't looked yet. For the scenario where I was supposed to add 4 hounds at the beginning, but what we did worked. They were just hounds with Frosthaven bodies, I think, or living corpse bodies. I think I'm done. It's an optional link, so I could go play 57. Did it even say that we unlocked it? I mean, it had to have. Oh, we didn't read the conclusion, did we? What? Go away. What scenario was that? Blizzard Island is like 48? There we go. 120. Oh, 10 XP. 2 metal. And optional link to Sanctuary Snow. The blizzard will not relent. It pushes you in every direction, and the cold claws at your lungs. There is no graceful way to fight in a torrent, but you will not be stopped. You plant your feet and cut down the last enemy, its body bursting into frozen dust. It is near, Dampeg shouts. You can barely hear her over the wailing storm. Look there! She points up ahead, and you catch brief glimpses of switchbacks that lead farther up the mountain. This storm is not natural. If we follow the path, we will find its source. You quietly note her avoidance of the word render. There's little time to consider another option, there's really no need. You set out with this Owlbox only days ago, but already she has proven herself. The trek will be rough, the mountains only grow more steep, so you dig deep and push through the freezing wind. 10 XP each, 2 metal, optional link to Sanctuary Snow. I think I'll play that later. That way I don't have to go back to town. So, what am I doing? 10 XP each. Because nobody leveled here, right? Oh, I actually did level. I had the wrong health, that whole thing, because I never marked 4. Whoops. I also leveled here. And I way over leveled here. Had I leveled on the previous thing? So I could go back to town and level everybody up and then go do the boss fight, or I could just go do the boss fight. I assume you also don't get a boat event. Yeah, there's no way we would get a boat event because we were on the island already. And so, like, we just need to go up the mountains. I think I'm fine at fighting the boss without the... Yeah, it is a boat level, but we avoid the boat part of it. I mean, my level 5 cards don't really help that much against a boss, right? Also, it's a really cool boss fight. I really like the level. Oh, Tidal Blast bottom would be really good against the boss. But maybe I want to try Sodden Soil. I know I went back at a later level to take Sodden Soil. Last crab I played, because I took both of these. Attack 3 Wound Immobilize is really good. Teleport to an unoccupied hex with a water tile within 5 hexes. Or with Dark, teleport to any unoccupied and revealed hex with a water tile instead, then target all adjacents. Yeah, that part's not super amazing. I could go back for Shuck. But I don't know. I'm probably going to take Sodden Soil. Because it says water and we're trying water. Oh, yeah. Death Spiral doesn't really help on bosses. I guess the bottom is not bad. But the top is just so amazing. Like, to not have to do any setup and to be able to bane any target that has a heal is really, really, really good. And this also, it just gives an insane amount of crowd control. Like, already you were really good at just like isolating a target and killing them, but now you're stacking the deck with curses when you're also throwing metals around all the time. I really, really, really underestimated just how good Death Spiral is. When I was first looking at crab cards, I took Extra Decoration for a long time in the speedrun, until I finally just tried Death Spiral, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is way better than I thought. Because Extra Decoration seems pretty cool. Attack 5 while you're invisible. Potentially gain 2 trophies. The move 3, make all adjacent enemies suffer 1, is really nice for Hasten the End. Because you can bane an adjacent normal or elite enemy that has been damaged and has wound. So you move 3, wound, make them suffer 1, and then you can bane with Hasten the End. So Extra Decoration is not a bad card. But Death Spiral just gives you stuns on top of what you were already doing, and it gives you a really good card to play in between rooms to help set up, and a really good card to play on turn 1 while you set Mantle of Dread. So it's just amazing. It's just really, really good. Let's see. I think I took Chain by Spite last time. At the start of each of your turns, you may suffer 3 damage to cause an enemy within range 3 to suffer an equal amount. That's good, but man, health has been such a problem to come by on Shackles. At the start of each of your turns, you can gain any 1 negative condition except Brittle or Bane. Maybe I would want to try that out. I kind of want to try that. They're both 15 initiative either way. I kind of want to try Chained by Despair. Because, like, it can make Infection Purge kind of nice. And then, like, it also sounds kind of interesting with Shared Affliction. It sounds really good with Shared Affliction. I want to try that out. Doesn't help on a boss very much, though, I don't think. But if you do that with Shared Affliction, you can just, like, always have poison. So you can do, like, an attack every round that has poison. You can add Immobilize if you're ever in the right spot. That sounds so good with Shared Affliction. And then you wouldn't even have to bring Deadly Mixture, and you could bring, like, an actually useful potion. I mean, it's useful on Shackles, but I really want to try that. I think that sounds really cool. A super heavy attack build with Shared Affliction and Chained by Despair. And I just won't really ever be adding Disarm to myself. Because with that, I feel like with those two losses, there's not very much room to play Delayed Malady, but, like, what need do you have to play Delayed Malady if you're picking which conditions to get every time? And then you're attacking every round with Poison and Wound, and Immobilize when you want to. What are the other negative conditions? You can't impair enemies, and there was no Bane and no Brittle. But Stun? Oh, okay. So you can give yourself Stun if you have Delayed Malady. So that's a reason to play Delayed Malady later. Also, Delayed Malady top is a good way to remove the poison to heal yourself on your turn. Okay. Muddle. So you can attack and always Poison, Muddle, Wound, and then Immobilize sometimes. And then with Delayed Malady, you can Stun or Disarm. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I want to try that for sure. But we'll do the boss fight first. Which I guess means that I'm done here. I have like 10 minutes before I need to leave to pick up my son from school, so that makes me want to do something in those 10 minutes, but maybe I'll go make a snack. 2 metal. Alright, GG.